Okay, it doesn't mean that if they still releasing that they can't just work in parallel on. If they're still releasing DLC for Rogue Trader, that they can't work in parallel on Dark Heresy, but I thought it would be sometime in 2026. Sorry, I might not have registered that. That's why I wanted to send another one. There we go. I wonder what the rebalance is. What the rebalance for psychic abilities is supposed to be. Because
Dark Heresy.
yeah, because the systems, as far as
They didn't like the system, how it worked in this.
no,
Just want to balance.
no. The thing about the psychic ability system in comparison to the Rogue Trader in Dark Heresy is different. Just straight up different because it's got different mechanics, and I'm not quite sure what those differences are. But I've read somewhere, or I've at least have seen users talk about it on discussions and other forums that the psychic ability system in Dark Heresy is quite different from Rogue Trader. Same as with there's no space combat in Dark Heresy because that system simply doesn't exist in comparison to like Rogue Trader. So you're not gonna do shit like, oh, we're gonna
I guess Inquisition, you don't have your own fleet to command.
Basically, yeah. I find that I do think that's a good change of pace. If that's the more I do like a lot of different systems in the game, like the carrier system in World of Warships before it was reworked, because then you had like the real-time strategy component and I don't know if you can call it a MOBA, but
arcade
MOBA, I guess. For normal warships. But if you have like a very fleshed out combat system, then that does a whole lot of lifting for you. Just like in, for example, Space Marine, because you have the parry system and a whole entire basically moveset of turn-it-in enemies and chaos enemies to learn, and then you can do parries, you can do dodges with gun strikes in between them and how they work. Just taking a look if we got everything we need. I think I have everything I need. I don't know. You talked about having another weapon or you talked about equipping a shotgun for Argenta. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to?
No, I just changed the shotgun for the Solomon. It's a better shotgun that had like 5 more maximum damage.
Okay, I see. Yeah, and now it makes sense why you took out the crescendo, because the crescendo is just it just gives you an extra attack. I see. Okay. Still quite interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the equalizer for now. I might change it later.
Yeah. I really would like if we could find a good bolter for you, good heavy bolter.
Or I could just take the fiery retribution, the 2-hand heavy flamer.
That's true. What does the Scorching Retribution do though? Sets the target
Because
area
it
on
would
fire
have
for 1
a
round.
lot of
Oh.
different. Yeah. I
Mm.
don't know if those all count as. I'm gonna try it.
All areas within the area of effect within a 10-cell radius. Area of effect.
Yes.
Area of effect. Okay, it's all area of effect, sadly. So you will need to switch weapons to enable burst and single shot attacks. I think.
Yeah.
I have a nose for
I
profit.
was
and a
about
taste for
to
adventure.
I was about to think that I could go for Lorzinos, but I think I'm just gonna take next common talent heavy weapon proficiency, and then I can use the stub gun. Okay.
The splinter rifle doesn't seem also that bad. 8 to 10 damage, 6 shots. Toxin. Oh, but it doesn't have a single shot. It's
Wait,
just
Splinter. I'm confused and cannot. I'm confused and cannot
it's
see it.
we got from those guys we just killed.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, it's Lucari weapon proficiency. It's exotic.
Yeah.
Do I wait? I switched out so many times. Do I have last weapon proficiency now, or do I have just? Yeah, I've got last weapon expert. Okay, it didn't feel like it did a whole lot for me. I'm gonna be very honest about it. Okay. I'm gonna try climbing down. Ouch.
How many percent you had?
45. I mean, we're gonna return to the void ship anyway, so.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had so bad chance to hit before, and now it's okay. And even with the last weapon expert, it didn't really matter that much. With what? With what?
With Heinrichs or your main dude?
With my rogue trader. Before we depart, I want to take a look. Do we need anything from this system? Because I don't think so. No. Okay, everything is in progress. Chemicals, mechanisms, people, promethium, phlogiston, and mechanisms. Indeed, a whole lot of mechanisms.
Resource, Xenotech.
Layer in the void. Oh, okay. Extractio Metallica, Melter Scorching Shot. What the fuck are you? Oh my god, you're a melter gun. Huh.
What are you looking?
I was looking at Rebus 6 projects and Holy Servitude.
Oh.
Holy Servitude has a ring in the form of a melter gun in the form of a ring, which I find very funny. I'm gonna go map. I don't need Xeno artifact right now. Drive over there. Chart new routes. Please give me a route back. Fair enough. Destroy ship. Loot. Just for me. Okay, it's not that great. Okay, 4 xenotech. That would be interesting to take, even if I don't, even if we don't really need it, because that's like double as much. More archaeotech mechanism fragments. Okay. Machine code members constructed a remarkable mechanism from the discovered archaeotech components, an interstellar compass that points the way to the heart of the expanse. Okay, bro. Promethium. We do need a little bit of promethium here. What would I... Okay, I could just replace last weapon expert with heavy weapon proficiency or grenadier.
That is true.
Both is
Let
fine.
us not go.
There was more heavy weapon talents that makes it do a lot more damage.
Wanna know what I'm
Oh yeah,
thinking
like the
about?
+1 +10%
I'm thinking
damage,
about
right?
being in my nice heated cabin with a glass of something
Yeah,
cool
there were
and
multipliers. So
somebody
right now,
warm
remember
pressed up
all of
against
them.
me.
Chin up, peddler. Trials make us stronger. This world might just be a few vice.
Two guns are lying in strange positions. Their gear is badly damaged and decayed. There are 3 things worthy of note. Fragments of some sort of device that both skeletons carried on their belts, some shiny trinkets and the remains of the carrier in its back, and an old portable cogitator. Search for drop dust in my light statue. What are the trinkets? The trinkets are clearly of Xenon's origin. They're miscellaneous time-worn items that have no particular value. You can assume that they are petty trophies looted from several corpses. Dean's wrong text suggests that this was a rudimentary radar jammer, an item commonly utilized by pirates and Coroner's expanse. Okay, so they were just treasure hunters.
I always keep my options open.
Oh dear. Abelard, I need you to jump down this 5-foot drop so that I don't sprain my ankle.
This
It's
looks
intense, Proctor.
like a battlefield.
Did you see something suspicious?
No, Master Interrogator. I will deal with any violations that could lead to disorder. As for minor infractions, you and I both have better things to do.
More bones. This guy in the decayed tech priest robes is missing its right leg. The leg was... what? Was hacked off. He reached this spot by crawling rather than walking. Okay. It looks like it happened next to its dead master until his battery ran down. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? It's completely
Always
safe. It's
keep your eye on
completely
the
safe.
prize.
I'm just gonna walk over this bridge and nothing's gonna happen.
Examine the transmitter.
Oh dear. Let's take a look at the bones here. What's this?
A job for me.
These belong to an Eldari, or a human. Okay. Hooray! Let us take a look. And oh no!
This could be an opportunity.
Tremble.
Ah.
Say what?
Well, fuck. Okay. Amazing.
Darklands.
What is that? Dark Blight Blast. Yeah, okay. It's Drukhari. Those are Drukhari origin. I
How
think.
are we supposed to?
Its strength against this mechanism is increased by 50%. It's got a fuck ton of armor. Ugh. All the good cover is covered by traps. This is shit.
Yeah, so what's this? Are we supposed to kill them or do something else? That's my thinking right now.
I'm also a bit in a conundrum. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different turrets. Well, shit.
I have 0 chances to disarm the traps.
Oh fuck.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Jai can disarm them pretty well, and Heinrichs can try to disarm them. It's not gonna be that likely that he can defuse stuff. I think that's the best position I can have right now. And I'm gonna put Jai in the middle so that you can take cover with Solomon somewhere else. Because I can just move around because it's my first turn anyway. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 3 here. Stronghold stratagem. Okay, I can only cover 2 of us with this. Let me take a look. And do it like... You do it like this. Gonna put it like that?
I can do that with the right incentive.
What do you mean? Can I please? Okay.
And done.
And then here. And if need be, we can just blitz to that position as well. Stronghold stratagem in the front line. That should at least give us some breathing room. And the
Don't get
rear
too
or
cocky.
right in the middle, so that we can at least sustain ourselves here.
A moving target lives longer.
That should be it.
Okay.
Prone, fatigue, disturbed, perplexed, staggered, bleeding, toxin resistances. I mean immunity.
Oh,
Sorry.
no worries. please.
Save. I don't. Actually, it appears to suffer from burning damage, but I don't know if it does a whole lot of burning damage or not. I could try shooting with the heavy flamer next to try and figure out if they are impressed by that. There we go.
Where can I? Oh. I cannot shoot anyone.
You're out of
Doing
range?
any.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wait, really? Not even the turret on the left side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, but it's not straight line. That's not a.
Oh,
I think. Oh, it is.
no, it sadly didn't really do a whole ton of damage either way, but at least a little bit more than the bolter shot, I guess. Or similarly to the bolter shot. Oh, the burning damage, the versatility perk also increased the damage of the burning. That's interesting. Ow. What? Ow. What the hell?
The best defense is a good offense.
Yeah, 9 deflection.
Man. Shit. Well. That is good for the turrets. More resolve to Abalord. And the fucking, I don't know. So this turret and entrench myself. Oh.
Another scar for my collection.
Oh shit. The
What?
line.
Aren't they? Oh, they are turning the guns, right?
I think they are, yeah.
Are they aiming at fixed positions?
I think that they are turning their guns.
Shit. Should I give overcharge to Clado? Because Clado would do potential damage.
Depends where you can move him. What the fuck do you mean he ignores mines? What the hell? Okay, that's interesting to know.
Should I give it to him?
I'm thinking for it a tiny amount more, but yeah, we can try it. Yeah.
Other thing would be that give it to Abelard next turn.
Yeah, but Abelard needs all the help he can get, and if he loses his, if he's unable to charge and then and also lose movement speed, then that's really bad,
Yeah.
because I can't buff him right now because Heinrichs got immediately obliterated
Yeah.
because I put him too close to the turrets. I would say go for the overcharge. Let's see how this was. Well, damn it.
Really?
Yeah, it's not doing great.
Fuck.
You should be able to get into the high cover. At least something.
Huh?
You can get into a high cover here. Or here. That way you're at least a little bit safer. And when it is my turn, then I can give you. Then I can actually apply Medicaid. Oh dear. Okay, it's just more filament grenades all over. That is good to know. Did you got auto injury? You didn't. Okay, you didn't get. You got an injury, but not a trauma. That's good.
Yep.
Oh. Actually, you could have stimmed.
I owe you a debt.
There would have been more bodies on the other side. Oh wait, that. Yeah. I don't know if you would have found something on those. I doubt it.
You mean where the two examined positions are?
Yeah.
That was the tech priest and the servo skull.
Oh.
I didn't find anything. Didn't find anything particularly of note. Can move myself over there. And one, two, three, four, five. You might be able to charge the turret on the low ground here. I'm gonna give you.
Me? Pff, never in 1,000
Okay.
sectors.
This and this. There we go. You might be able to charge with this. Or stim yourself, move and charge.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Decent enough. Decent enough.
An exemplary strike.
Yep. I am gonna take the shot that deals 100 diagnose armor next time.
Wait, what do you have now? Oh, right. Fate. Yeah, okay. I thought you didn't equip. Okay. You still have it. God. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's 3 turrets aiming at me from here, 2 turrets aiming at me from here. Nah shit, I already got broken ribs, so might just be better to give the stronghold stratagem over there. I could have used one at a second time. Damn it!
The burning do anything because it no.
Like, no. It appears it doesn't. Really thought it would. But you're starting to do some damage.
This is why I was chosen.
I mean, just shit.
Oh. Oh, okay. Ouch.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Okay, the desperate measures and the heroic acts don't just take into account what round number it is, but also what initiative order it has been done. So if you do it at like end of round 1, you will have an heroic act at the end of round 2 available again. I see. I'm just supposed to. I guess I could just farm up stacks of tactical advantage here. It's not a whole lot I can do else.
You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Wait, how much range do those turrets have? Oh. Don't look at the range. Don't worry about the range.
I'll make it happen.
What the
There is a
fuck?
gap in our ranks.
Ow.
Okay. It's doing something. Have desperate measures, but I don't know.
Yeah. If Heinrich said would have survived the first round of combat, it was like, oh, it's just gonna... I didn't expect the damage. I didn't expect that kind of damage.
Grey hair.
Oi!
Should I use it? I could probably destroy 2 of these.
Before you do that, I would say, stim yourself, walk back and charge. So that you have another attack before you run out of AP. And you have a fuck ton of AP still left to just buff yourself up to the maximum before you go for the breach.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's take this.
Expect a wreck. Oh, well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're.
Can I?
It's just smaller filament grenades.
From here I can.
Mm-hmm. Bam. The turret has broken ribs. What the hell do you mean?
Reduced to dust.
No. I don't know if I should take the confident approach. Did do even anything. Critical damage, but reduced by half. I'm gonna try it. See if the crits are actually doing something here.
Hmm.
For you, my emperor!
Can't remember how much
Injury is
damage.
not an
Oh,
excuse to dirt one's duty.
fucking hell.
No, it's area attacks because and then you dodge. That's stupid. It's really stupid.
And I need to be close to do that. Shit. Shit. Heroic sacrifice. Firearm mastery. Heroic sacrifice, guess.
This is why I was chosen!
Okay, Urgenta, because she's, I think, an arch-militant, has more skills with heavy weapons, or more talents with, heavy weapons. But
Oh, okay.
not for me. I basically just have proficiency and that's it. It's still kind of okay, because if I just stack hits with tactical advantage, then I can give myself stronger hits, which is basically very similar.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, everyone used their heroic act or desperate
The Lex
sacrifice,
is
desperate measure,
inescapable.
except for me, because I immediately died. Fuck.
Oh no. I cannot get.
Mm. Should switch to the Fatebringer. Switch to the Fatebringer. Your area attack is larger.
Oh.
It's not that great, but at least something.
No, I fucked up.
Dude! Careful!
Shit. What? Why am I doing so little damage?
Are you using Confident Approach?
No.
Try that with Confident Approach.
For you, my emperor!
It's a bit more damage.
Still not much. Got like 16 hits before.
Can't fail.
I will avenge you! My faith shields me!
What? Okay.
This is why I was chosen! For you, my emperor!
Are we supposed to lose this? Or what the fuck? There is some trick to this, I do think.
From the cold embrace of
And you
death,
bled out.
our
Shit!
emperor, deliver us.
Okay.
I'm gonna save in the orbit again. I'm gonna load the save of the in the orbit of the planet, not at the beginning of combat. But what would it be? I didn't see any interactables.
That is true.
Just the mines. And even if I would be able to disarm the mines, then that does not really... It's not really able to remove the dark blasts. And the armor penetration of the turrets is way too high, so that you cannot really start tanking it. And if you don't mind, we can try it one more time.
Yep.
And the range doesn't matter, because they will be able to shoot us anyway. Hmm.
Wanna know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about being in my nice heated cabin with that.
Test failed.
It's not that important.
Just 90% chance test failing. It's just
Yeah, I know.
Since you have now officially joined the rogue trader's retinue, Proctor, let me remind you that the Lord Captain's word is law to you from here on out.
You're mistaken, Viserion. There is only the God Emperor's law, which means it is the only
It's
law I
impossible
will
to tell
ever
to whom
obey.
these bonds belong
I'm
to just by
surprised you would
looking.
think it
Great.
might be otherwise.
you detect the skull, right?
Yeah, I checked the skull and it was impossible for me to discern.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, so now that we know where the dudes are appearing from, do we just put you beside the turret? Do we just put you beside the turret and call it a day?
Some choose
Could
wealth,
be, yeah.
others prefer power.
Because then
And
I can
me,
just
well, I'm
position
not that picky. I'll take both.
my Sif like this, and I can try and put Heinrichs, even if it's gonna be a bit risky. Maybe over here.
We have guns with a lot of armor penetration.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look move myself as well.
Needle rifle does 40 damage. 40%.
I mean, the armor penetration doesn't really matter if we cannot even penetrate their deflection. We need to get past their deflection in the armor.
Last pistol, 35%. Yeah, I don't know. It's the blast pistols, but we don't have anyone who can use them, right? Has 60% armor penetration.
Hold up. I can. Jai, I can use blast pistols. Hold. Do we only have the one?
We have 3.
Okay, then let's try and do this. Okay.
Do we have any grenades?
I think we have plenty of grenades. 2 armor penetration. We have a few crack grenades. We have something better. I mean, Solomon has the improved crack grenades. It's got like, oh my god, this entire inventory is full of grenades. I see. Haywire grenades are also something useful, but they're not standing close enough together to make that worth it.
Yeah.
I guess crack grenades are the way to go here. At least on some of them.
And I start from here.
From where? It depends on what kind of cover you want. Hopefully, I hope that is sky cover. Or do you mean just that Abelard and Solomon start
Yeah,
from
but
there?
if Abelard could start from there.
What is it, rogue trader?
Shireen,
Yeah, I think that's okay. Can I save? Where? You don't hit the button then. Oh. Oh fuck. We teleport. Why do we have to teleport?
What's a peculiar thing?
Damn it. Okay, so we basically teleport to the middle of the arena. Hmm.
Yeah. I'm still gonna go to the place where there's 3 of those guns. Abelard.
Yeah. Do I disarm the monofilament traps?
I don't really know what that would do. Do we have anything good? I don't really understand this.
The entirety of the turret is acting after just Jay and Argenta. Fuck. Okay, what did I roll? Combat Locus. How tanky? Solomon 76, 72 Argenta. What I want to do is I want to put Heinrichs out of danger. I'm gonna put the backline over there.
I can do that with the right incentive. Don't get too cocky.
Put that over there.
Watch my back.
Frontline over there. Disarm the bomb. Don't fail it. Good. I think I've got an idea on how to game the system a little bit. I need 2 AP to actually do that. I see.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Okay. The most important dude right here is gonna be Abelard. So I'm just gonna... I think I can do a bit more than that. Stim. Warp speed. You're gonna be fast, but you're not gonna be as strong, but at least you have both Iron Arm and Warp speed on Abelard. And then... I can just try and go for a you're... And you're...
Naturally.
I'm trying to cover my
Get
ass.
me a target.
Oh right, I start below the warp veil threshold. I kind of forgot about that. Are we lining up with anyone? Okay, you are lining up with Argenta and Solomon, and I'm right in the middle of that. It's not great, but I'm gonna
Tell
go
me,
for
and
this
it is
cover
done.
then. How much movement points do you have? 6 plus 7. That's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's too much. Gonna put you a front line. Are you going from left to... if you're looking from the bridge, right? Computer? Do you go from left to right from the turrets or right to left?
Let's go from right to left.
Okay, then I'm gonna put the front line at the first turret in that line.
You've got a problem? I've got a prize.
Yep.
Do I double the bonuses? No. Not gonna double the bonuses. That's it.
Wow. I don't know if I should have taken the talks.
Eee!
Don't you die on me.
Eee! Ew! Holy shit.
I don't think bleeding is gonna do anything.
No, the description explicitly states that they're immune to bleeding and toxin. Only fire basically does shit, but even that is like
No
nothing.
heretic escapes punishment.
Could use fire mastery and just shoot as much as I can, but I don't know if that's...
You get a minimum of 2 shots with the shotgun. You could go Torrent of Fury to increase damage by 10%, Firearm Mastery, and then...
Or I just could wait for the Abelard, because Abelard can destroy at least 2 turrets per turn.
I think so as well. The problem is gonna be that he's gonna be extremely slow and cannot use charge after his breach. But at the very least you can do all this and then go for stalwart defense into any direction. At least like protecting yourself from at least one turret would be nice. The turret that you have shot first is going to act earlier than the other. Can I apply Invigorate on anyone? I cannot. So I can apply this. Do I have anything else? Strange Vitality. Yes. Strange Vitality is gonna be great. That's 4 people applied. That's good. Does Legenda need warp speed? I don't think so, no. Not right now, at least.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Warp speed on Heinrichs. Whew! And... yeah, why not? Let's try lightning on this dude. It's something.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a lot. Am I lining up? I'm lining up with no one right now, except for Abelard. The turret on the far side of this thing, so I'm just gonna stay put. And the cover here is gone. Can I go around here? No, I cannot. This way. At least something. And then primary target. More resolve for Heinrichs. Entrench myself. Hardly anything I can do here right now.
It doesn't let me.
Move yourself into a position where you can do it from here or here. Then you should be able to use the blitz. I don't know which of the blitz stratagem it's going to be though.
Low momentum.
Ouch. Right, it might actually do a reckless. You might actually strike back, and then it shoots through you into the other turret. That could also be kind of nice. It doesn't do anything. Okay, that is good to know.
Oh, fuck.
Can still stim and go back and charge in.
Yeah, I should have charged earlier already, but forgot it.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Let's just take a look how it pans out here. 9. What the fuck?
Should try left and let shoot and just go.
I think you can leave it and I can shoot it with Jai. What is going on? Oh no, you're not getting crits. Okay.
That took care of this one.
Perfect.
Oh, cannot reach.
Yeah. Last.
Nice.
It gave us a fuck ton of momentum. Okay.
I can do that with the right incentive.
I still need to heal myself though. I might be able to survive one blast with this. I can't give Abelard. Wait. I can give Abelard an extra turn, but I need to do a bit more than that. I already used my repositioning of the zones to. Ah shit. If you take Blitz and go back, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're back at where you began. If you charge from the front line again. And you can't charge after this. Ah. A good combat locus here. And just cast that again. Okay. I don't know what exactly you would do, but okay. Heinrichs. We can give more warp speed. Yeah,
I won't
can we give
object
more
to
warp
it.
speed? Oops. Okay. He's got more toughness. And if I survive this with Heinrichs, I might be able to grab more buffs for the other people. And the front line is gonna be on Abelard so that he has more armor. And it deals more damage. Okay. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. You can just run around with Argenta. Okay. Why do you do that much damage now? Is it because of the range?
No idea. It could be. Oh no.
You're
Didn't.
so close to high momentum. God damn. Ow. Ow. Ow!
missed the taste of death.
Well, at least I knew that I would be able to take one shot.
Oh fuck, I forgot to use the Torrent of Fury again.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just 2 stacks and it just does this like 10% more damage.
I woke up Mastiff, so later can take one shot, baby.
Okay. Let's try something like this. Gonna walk up here. Let's do this. I know that I'm gonna do a little bit less damage because I didn't cast Emperor's Wrath first. But I want to be tanky enough. And then I'm going to abolish technology. 2 to 106 damage. Good. Lynchpin. Regimental tactics. Because now it's gonna matter. Where's the advantage? Run and gun. That's the next target. Over that way.
It's as good as done. I'll
Clench
see to
myself.
it personally.
And at least now he has decent enough move speed. Yes. Fuck.
This is why I was chosen.
Yeah, it's the range.
Okay.
Firearm mastery. Or hero. I could probably get the turret killed if I would use the firearm mastery, but I don't know. I could. Oh no, even if I steam, I don't get more attacks.
No, you don't get more attacks.
I'm gonna use the firearm mastery now.
You could heroic sacrifice yourself and rapid fire Volta, but I don't think that's gonna be that much of a difference in terms of damage, especially since you're giving up the chance to hit. You're not quite sure where to go from here. One. It's just gonna be 10. It's just 10. Okay, it's 14.
Please.
It's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough, but it's at least enough that a little bit of a nudge will still kill it. It's close enough that a nudge can kill it. And I think that's quite alright. He just needs to survive the next turn. Ow.
Catch my breath.
What did they do? They're not
It just
shooting.
skips the turn.
They just skipped the turn because in their melee combat. Go close.
The arbitrator
No, go.
judges.
Oh fuck, I thought it would get killed with that.
No. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, we just need to get close. Okay, okay. You're correct, there was a trick. Let's just get close. I really thought that they would be like, oh, we're just gonna shoot a melee combat. Apparently not. I thought that they would still be able to shoot melee combat. Right. I still kind of want to abolish technology with 300 damage. I banish you! Can I charge from here into this? Yes, I can. Ow.
My exit strategy will remain unused.
I know, not that great for my rogue trader, but I do not care. Care about surviving this shit. Ugh! Fuck. Neat. Oh, it does the shield bash attack with no animation. I see. Finally.
I'm not gonna rapid fire because I don't want to kill Clayton.
Yeah.
Target eliminated.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, you can spam it at unlimited range. Okay. I'll just do this. Yes, I can.
Let's see to it.
Oh, yeah, people are too close. I should have moved out of range.
Oh yeah, I cannot.
Yeah, my bad.
No worries.
Oh shit, I could have just cast lightning on it. But yeah. Turret, do not worry. The turret literally doesn't do anything. It's just standing there and doing nothing because it's a melee combat. The puzzle was just, oh, you see the death laser turrets? Just walk next to them.
The Emperor is on our side.
I banish you, technology! Jesus Christ. Inspect the wreckage.
My pleasure.
Huh. Okay. Oh. Okay, we're gonna get loot from the turrets in terms
One
of
and
cargo.
it's done. And done.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wrong button.
Alright, good.
A job for me.
Just
Yeah,
take a
good
quick
here
look.
too.
Yeah, just take a quick look around if you find anything. And take care
Rise
of
to the
the
top,
turrets.
or get left in the dust.
Oh, there's some chest.
My pleasure.
Hmm?
A soldier would have been disciplined for such a performance.
Damn it. What? Gotta try one more time. A shuriken pistol and a heavy makeshift xenomesh. Wow. Take a look at this chest.
And done.
Ooh.
Any fresh
A
backstabs
job for
apart
me.
from like the dark elf?
Nice.
No, there's no new fresh backstabs.
Abelard.
Though those were the backstabs, I guess, if you can call it that.
Let's change some gears.
I will lead us to fortune.
Stop making me.
Oh, ice crossing again.
All good. Stop making me respect all the time. No, I'm stupid. Stupid and I make me respect myself all the time. Yes, that That code looks very nice. Examine the transmitter technology. This unsettling structure adorned in strange masks vaguely resembles the antennae of a powerful transmitter. In space you see a cogitator via the device. It seems that some part of the structure is buried underground. That's a fucking tough, difficult check. Okay. Okay. Interfere nothing with the elements of the structure. The design standard for Imperial colonies, the cogitator, the Eldari beacon, and a half dozen other races of varied origin. They all have one thing in common. This tech is designed to transmit basic signals to neighboring space. The most common being requests for assistance and ship distress codes. This miserable place with transmitters from various races in the hope that someone would land here and run into the welcoming committee. Similar tactics used in my years in the Navy. True, in the war zone you are usually on high alert. You don't just hair off after a lone distress signal, but in an isolated place like this you expect the most likely scenario. Just a ship that had to make an emergency landing. Looks like plenty fuel for it. Tended to lure in Eldari and humans and anyone else. Was an enemy to everyone and everything. Chaos! Chaos! It's just force access. The program is designed to activate the transmitter once every 5 years and send out this distress signal into space. Fuck it! Blow it up! More awareness skills? Okay. Let's take a look. This transmitter has been destroyed and will never lure another person into this trap. Good. I'm going to sprain my ankle climbing this ledge now. Ow.
Is there money to be made?
I hope that you had a good stream, MJ. I hope that you had fun playing Overwatch and playing playing the new hero. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do. Repair this thing. Oh right, I can upgrade. Upgrade RAM, upgrade hull. Upgrade RAM. Upgrade hull. Upgrade. No, I can't upgrade anymore. System. Okay. I had fun except for times when I would disconnect, sometimes would disconnect from the server. I had that on Hearthstone as well. I was playing Hearthstone Battlegrounds with my friend. And we had a bunch of problems. Just a bunch of problems trying to actually play the entire game. So when there was combat and it was calculating the different probabilities what would hit each other, then just fucking shoot the bed. Let me just take a quick look at the colonies. Okay, Rebus 6 is done. Dreamless. Test of wills. Unerring shots. Torpedoes deal 15% more damage. What about the killing field? Superior munitions. All allies gain 5% ballistic skill and 5% damage to their ranged attacks. Hmm. What about this? What about this? Wrath of the Vile Rabble. Okay. No. Okay, I can't really do that anyway because I needed an Envirodome. %, damage to engine attacks, 5% ballistic skill. I know that that is a pretty good passive, but I want security for all colonies. Do we have weapons? We have weapons. We have people, but I want the security. Gonna do test of wills. What does that actually do? Oh, okay, we send workers into the jungle. I see. Complacency. Okay, I think we're good here. Okay. Gonna go up here. Gonna reduce the danger of the route here. There we go. Important event has occurred in one of your protectors' colonies, which calls for the rogue trader's personal attention. So it could be a Blizzard thing. Yes, I think it is a Blizzard thing as well, because we were indiscriminately targeted by like outages and like connectivity. You can visit the colony, complete the event at any time. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so we can put that off for now, but where was it? It wasn't Foulstone. That's Foulstone. Fuck. Back. Back. Visit. Alright, let's drift into this. A void scout ship has arrived in the colony's orbit, having returned from a long expedition. The hold is filled with trophies and the promethium tanks are nearly empty. Okay. Offer them noble titles in exchange for the trophies. Damn it. What do we get? We get profit factor. Of explorers of the unknown paid well for the promethium and departed. Capitalism. Okay, fair enough. It's something. It's something. Up here. Fuck. Conversation. Ghost Museums figures that appear at dusk and go away at dawn. Then the rebels from they attack one agricultural facility each night, freezing everything they touch. The attacks take place in completely close to the uncontrolled sector of the planet where nature itself has turned itself against us. Fortunately, not too many facilities were damaged or an irreconcilable struggle has moved the borders of the affected sector. The important production lines have survived. What the fuck is this? Whenever the wearer uses a made-up psychic power, they gain plus 14% to all psychic power damage until the end of their next turn. Bad. What is spawning these wraiths? They gather at its borders at the break of dawn and roar in the wild dance, howling and destroying all living things, then disperse into thousands of fading flashes. What think my advisors? Dealing with Xenos, one should be prepared for the manifestation of all sorts of ominous mysteries. There's a whole cast of specialists among the code readers who use the rituals to expel spirits from Xeno artifacts. I became interested in ghosts. I bought a book on football, an illegal one, of course, that describes the so-called ritual of silence. It is said to be able to pacify violent spirits on the scale of an entire world, but I can't vouch for the safety of this ritual. Instead of relying on wicked ways to solve these problems, it would be better to turn to our good priests. What do you mean? That's also a wicked way. There are skilled exorcists in the ecclesiarchy who know how to drive out dark spirits.
I got a pizza here.
Okay. And okay. And okay. Oh, okay, we get different kinds of items now. Spooky ghosts. Strange shard. That grants lore warp and lore xenos. Okay, mate. What is that? The wearer's non-attack psychic powers cost minus 1 AP during the wearer's first turn in combat. That is funny. That is very funny. Wait. Okay, that's less security. That's less complacency. Yeah, we lose one. We lose one profit factor. But for that we get so much more utility. A group of suspicious characters covered at elements arrived from Janus. After seeing the dance of the ghosts firsthand, they conferred and then made a short trip into the jungle. They later returned, their numbers diminished, loaded with ancient Eldari obelisks stolen from the ruins. Oh dear. If only Urilit would know about that. Locals have called the obelisks installed in the agri-complexes a blessed miracle. The energy resonance of the obelisk has transformed intangible domes, providing shelter against the wraiths. Oh, cool. Okay, and everything else needs... Everything else just needs relations with factions, I see. Must find the seal now. Oh, damn it. Bless you. Thank you. Oh. M format. Tilius Quint. So, dude, give me a seal. I require a seal to certify the Mercatum Tabula Officiale. Of course, it would be an honor to assist the rogue trader. Wait but a few minutes, and your humble servant will have your seal ready. I assume we would be dealing with servitors, but no, some places in your domain still have this work being performed by people of flesh and blood. What's this about servitors? I have faithfully performed my sacred duties to the Imperium and the Administratum all my life, and guarding the seals is part of that. And after a century, not a single seal damaged. I keep them in a special case, and I oil the handles every month, as the rules stipulate. Servitors have replaced the entire category of lowly bureaucrats assigned to the Ron Valencia's planets around 10 years ago now. After 70 years of service, not a single directive, not from Holy Terror or from Dargonus. Complete breakdown in communication. But this is easier indeed. If there is no erratum that requires such a servant, then I will immediately begin preparations for servitorization. The will of the Dex Imperialis is supreme. Oh my god, I hope it doesn't imply that he's gonna servitorize himself. I do not think the Exalted One has any particular desire to see you look. Oh my god. Why did I expect this? Why did I expect this? There's no need for that. You can do so by granting me a sincere smile, impressing me with its impeccable finesse and attention to detail. I think not, but you can. I continue to serve. Oh, okay. And today I will dispatch a request for copies of EX issues issued by the Imperium over the last 50 years. Who knows what else we have missed here on Janus. Just don't go poking at your eyes with a long needle, at least until you receive a direct order to do so from your precious administratum. Good. Wonderful.
Keep your wits about you.
We saved a life and bureaucracy and got our hands around bureaucracy at last. Okay, nothing really happened. There we go. Inform the prefect of the inspection outcome. Okay. Governor Lifestem has been dedicating most of his time to restoring the astropathic choir lost to the bottle storms, but the psychos he assembled was struck by an unknown affliction. I heard something and it cast them into madness. The astropaths lost sleep, started clawing at their skin to the flesh, and smuttering gibberish. Okay, what do we get? Okay, we get passives and we get security and psychologs. Okay, where did that former astropath come from? This game is like an edgier Firefly, I can tell from random bits I saw. Basically. It's basically, yeah, you do have your own ship that you fly around on, but it's also like more kingdom management, and some people don't like it. I personally am not that much a fan of it, but I can get behind it a little bit. There will be fewer asteroid than Imperium Emperors. Okay, yeah, we need unsectoral psychers because we need a lot of them. Where can we obtain a new choir? Strongly advise the rogue trader to recruit only sanctioned psychers who are capable of keeping their talents in check. No shit. If you do not only had enemies in the expanse, but friends as well. Among them are several powerful planetary rulers who possess both astropaths and a deep respect for a family name. It's hard to secrecy from outsiders, but I can suggest which rulers to contact. Maybe the von Valence's family name will be enough to make a deal and obtain a better trained group of astropaths than some criminal rabble. And we have no disadvantages. Rogue Trader's party gain fellowship bonus divided by 2 momentum when using any Psycho Navigator powers. Okay. Sorry, what did you want to say?
Yeah, it's not to disciple of damned, it's not that bad.
While veil degradation is equal or more than 10, the wearer deals 9% more additional damage.
That would also be quite fine, I guess.
Nah. You need to be an unsanctioned psyker for that.
Okay.
And Heinrichs is a sanctioned psyker. Later on, when you are like an exemplar, then you can also choose to just straight up spontaneously combust and learn psyker skills, but we're a bit of ways away from that.
Okay.
Witch Collector Fellowship bonus divided by 2. Okay. Disciple of the Damned. It's just I think that's a good choice. Just straight up reduce damage. Demons, chaos creatures, psychers, navigators, that's a lot. It's decent enough. Ship carrying 2 dozen astropaths soon arrived from Dragonos. They descended to the surface covered head to toe in protective helmets as if going to war. The news of the tragedy that had befallen the previous choir had quickly spread throughout the expanse. Each of them conveyed words of amity from the rulers who had sent them, and each asked permission to visit the family crypt to pay tribute to Lady Theodora. There's been no recurrence of the disastrous astropathic madness, but the new astropaths have all reported hearing strange whispers ever since their first day on the planet. Fuck! Mechanisms. Okay, we got the fuck ton of mechanisms. That's good. Administratum. But yeah, I agree on the edgier Firefly. Especially when you like the Rogue Trader, you basically do what you want. That's kind of nice.
I always keep my options open.
Open the bloody door. Here. Wait, what's this book? Capture the white ship Heartless, strike at Minoris. The world is to be considered null and void. Or the destruction of the special category item Thacertium. There's a note in the margin that has been underlined twice. Existence of similar resources. Check the mining world register. In the matter of the Void Thessera and its obligation to pay the Imperial tithe, this audience with the prefect of the Adultus Administrator is now in session. Okay. Reporting to anyone in person would be beneath my station. Holy shit. Yes, Solomon. Solomon tells the prefect everything. I am afraid I cannot accept another person's report. Oh, any decision pertaining to matters of the tithes shall solely be answered for by the person that directly made said decision. A report made by any other person shall be deemed legally null and void. As you can see, there is a sacred stipulation that you submit your report in person and that I accept it from no one else. Look! Yeah, the heretic had seized power on Thessera. The loss of the gunner leads to the loss of the very stability that any servant of the administratum is immutably obligated to uphold and protect. Dr. Hildesman from Valencia's affected the execution of the governor von Thessera appointed by the Adeptus Administratum. Preliminary damage assessment and restoration forecast of the world's key structures class A severe. Quite confidently deem that outcome to be the adverse to the interests of the Imperium. Upon learning about the existence of deposits of the natural psych focus located on the Void Thessera, destroyed said material in its entirety. Consequently, the Imperium was deprived of a highly prized resource. Fine. The conclusions that were drawn regarding the Thessera inspection were far from satisfactory. When disturbances such as the max execution of mutants or the rebels' plot disguised as a celebration are not nearly as dangerous as the, if you would permit my choice of words, coup that resulted from your intervention. I understand that consequences are something those endowed of power want to leave to their servants to deal with, therefore something they find acceptable to ignore. However, I hope my words may help you to revise your approach to executing the Imperium's will in the Coronas Expand in the future. Not to worry, I have a permit. It's on my ship, and it's way too big to show you, but I have a permit.
License to kill.
Indeed. If you think the Thesserium mineral is so important to the Imperium, make it part of the tithe. What's the problem? Of course you have the power to change your decision at the snap of your fingers, but its implementation will fall to thousands upon thousands of administratum functionaries. They will have to first record the previous status of the tithe, then begin an quite lengthy process of re-registering the payment. As servants of law and order, we cannot simply skip the cumbersome parts. Procedure must be followed meticulously, lest we become mired in anarchy. So you're lazy. Fuck you. You're twisting the facts regarding my efforts. I have no right to twist any facts. My duty is to assess consequences and do everything I can to make sure the Imperium receives what it is owed. That is the purpose of my existence. Speaking from my wealth of experience, if I do say so myself, taking care of the Imperium's prosperity is a heavy burden, albeit an honorable one. The fact that even a rogue trader can run into difficulties while doing it only confirms my many years of observations. How do you know about this shit? Duty dictates that administrative officials have always been adequately informed, otherwise our service to the Imperium's order would be of rather questionable use. Watching it is for the same reason that I cannot disclose my sources to you. Fine. However, that was just the first item on the agenda. Fuck. Fuck. Competency assessment of Proctor Solomon Antabastion's performance during the mission on the world Tessera. Fuck. Oh, competency assessment. He does not like that sound. What gives you the right to evaluate Solomon? It's just a way to misunderstanding, allow me to clarify that I'm not making any judgment, but rather gathering information at Marshal Strach's requests. Okay. You will be evaluating your own conduct in this instance. For my part, I will merely state a few key points. He's going to reprimand himself. What the fuck? How would you describe your performance taking into account the following facts? You took part in the execution of an administratum appointee without its appropriate permission. You also allowed yourself to be captured, thus endangering your mission and impairing the valuable equipment issued to you by the Abdetus Arabites. What is more, you sanctioned a type-related decision that carries adverse consequences for the Imperium. That's all. Proceed to your self-evaluation. I took every effort. I was acting solely in the name of the Lex Imperialis. However, the outcome of the mission speaks for itself. My verdict is thus that my performance in the Tessera case was inadequate. Now that the Tessera inspection report has been promptly entered into the record, allow me on behalf of the Abdetus Administrator to officially extend our gratitude to you for the support you provided to us. May the von Valencia's name be forever praised, and may the... Okay, that's it. I must now request your assistance in a different capacity. A number of highly important court cases have accumulated at the path of justice, the kind that require formal resolutions by the rogue trader himself. You're biased against Solomon. Everything in it is based solely on facts, and Proctor Anthony himself presented a conclusion. Regardless, the final judgment will be passed by Marshal Strass. Okay. How will the trial proceed? The defendants will speak first, whereupon you can ask me clarifying questions on the case, and then a death sentence must be passed. You are of course free to judge otherwise, but an execution is preferable, since in every case that will come before you, an outcome without highly unpleasant consequences is unlikely. Executions reduce the number of malcontents and motivate prospective defendants to solve the problems before they come under the purview of the rogue trader's court. God damn it. Fine. I've relocated my current tasks in advance, and thus I'm ready to escort you to a Palace of Justice immediately. God damn. I did not expect this shit to happen. Fuck.
They are mad.
No. You do not point a melter gun with a turret at me. What the fuck? Why is that there? Why is that there? What the hell? Do you wish to proceed to the session at once, or will you grace me with any questions that I might humbly answer? What kind of cases are usually heard here? Disputes between noble houses that go on for generations, conflicts between the court emperor's servants who are vested with authority and whose disagreements affect trade and security, protectorate, and other litigations of supreme significance. Fuck! The case litigated at the Palace of Justice quite literally concern matters of life and death. The task of the judge is to establish guilt and pass a stern sentence, as order cannot be imposed without these or without summary executions. Law. I love law. I love the legislative processes of the Imperium of Man. Are there any other such institutions elsewhere in my protectorate? No, you lordship. Okay. It is said that he invented this system himself as a glorious tradition in which you are to take part today. Fuck! Our ancestors are shit! Oh my god, I sit on this throne. Doleful host against us by perfect choir of Draconis. Why? No! Oh my god, reading. We came upon a group of heretics whose minds brimmed with the most shameless thoughts. We captured them and tortured them as befits their transgressions. From what we are able to discern from their wailing and screaming, the head of the Astropathic choir is plotting to betray the house von Valancius. The awful host surrounded the choir building and demanded that the heretic be handed over. It was solely out of respect for the anointed one that we refrained from burning down the wayward heretics then on the spot. However, say but the word and we shall take him that it may undergo a righteous cleansing. Okay, Astropathic choir is scheming against me. Okay, fair enough. The presence will free to the chapel of the patients to await the verdict. These insidious and ignorant people are passing off their victims' ravings as truth. People who say anything on the torture just to make the enemy stop. We have served most from the lines of safe police for decades. Why are they putting things on the scales? The Scales of Justice are a sacred relic installed as a testament to the alliance between the von Valancius dynasty on one side and the Abdetus Arctis and the Administratum on the other. The Scales of Justice are only used on extraordinary occasions when intervention from the rogue trader is necessary. Ceremony dictates that the items symbolizing the parties' arguments be placed on the scales, and once the verdict is announced, the machine spirits weigh the decision made and show either affirmation or rejection through the position of the scales. However, there has never been an occurrence where the rogue trader and the spirits of the scales were divided on the verdict. Oh dear. It is highly unlikely that such an artifact actually exists. Judging by the design of the device, it is nothing more than a set of regular, albeit enormous, masterfully crafted weight scales, devoid of machine spirits of any kind. Someone must be secretly manipulating the plates in order to get greater performance of the rogue trader's verdict. Okay. As our ship's choir master, whether parts of their girls had been known to engage in any compromising behavior. Master Weiss has known Master Klaus for quite a long time. He's made a very measured statement to the effect that for some time now the mental images conveyed by parents have taken on a shade of profound anxiety. They've become more aloof and detached overall. But he's less than completely sure, as there is still something that sets the Dagonos choir master's messages apart from those of his fellow survivors. Can you play Appeal the Case minigame? It basically is, but it's just a fuck ton of text. Okay, the retinue's opinions? Without a choir master, the power for Dragonis aspects would be significantly diminished. Unless a worthy replacement is found for Master Prass, he cannot be executed. There is a corridor that also has an old debt which can be repaid with a seasoned astropath. We can make the request, although it would leave the planet in question with barely any means of communication. Both parties have shown disrespect for the Imperium's authority. The Dolphin Host is engaging in mock justice, and the defendant did not even deign to stand trial in person. Sentence them both to death. That would be the optimal outcome. Dude, what? Is it not excessive to execute both parties. Such a verdict will remind your subjects that only a rogue trader has the right to administer justice. Besides, if you take the host side, it will inspire new self-proclaimed executioners, and if you absolve the astropath, and he turns out to have been guilty after all, other heretics will feel safe to act with impunity. That is why I advise you to be stern. The Dex is on your side. I'd like to... Oh. I'm afraid I've already said what they have had to say and how I'm debating their fate. One question you have here may pose to me. Past judgment. Just past judgment. I just looked at the minuses that you gained from executing no one. Holy shit.
Would you have to understand? We like executions.
Wait, what?
Everybody likes executions. Especially here, it seems.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We already saw that on the planet. We have more than enough security. We need a new choir master. Mechanisms. That is the astropath I'm thinking of. The Dragonus choir is going to be headed by a much stronger psyker than Brass. That will definitely improve communication between the Protectorate's worlds. Arbitrators will be dispatched to retrieve the condemned criminal at once. All those present are to wait until justice is served. Jesus fucking Christ, that's what the melter gun is for. I see. Fucking hell. $108. Okay. Said by impure thoughts, but no one believes my confessions. I've been giving away the treasures that I possess, and for people to bring me more. Worse still is the knowledge that I am leading people astray. But most terrible of all that is that my brethren, the teachers of the Baron's expense, see me as a holy man. That was when I became firm in my decision to submit to torture in front of my congregation, and thus reminding them that no holiness exists unless bestowed by the God Emperor. Please allow me to undergo mortal torture in his name in front of my parishioners. Am I hearing this correctly? In addition, he insists on your subjects bearing witness to it. I listen to them also, so to speak. To refuse a colonel is impious in itself, but to execute one who is a saint in all but name. You realize that the colonel himself is somehow to blame for what happened, but your conjectures are stubbornly failing to precise to a clear and compelling verdict. Oh great, that was actually a very tough check for Jai. Even an anonymous would understand the workings of the colonel's soul. Candidate saint may personally challenge the sainting by petitioning the ecclesiarch on holy terror. Sidestepping the head of the imperial cult is a violation of the emperor's law. I propose to put Colonel Anvilus on a ship that crosses the moor so that he can submit his request with every formality observed. The moor is closed, you idiot. This does nothing to diminish the stipulation of the Lex Imperialis. Following the letter of the law absolves you of the necessity of tainting your hands with the blood of a potential saint. Either the colonel will cross the moor, thus proving a sainthood, or will perish if the Emperor wills it. As you can see, the Lex Imperialis has all the answers. No. Just give it to the other priests. However, the matter will be outside our jurisdiction at that point, and Reverend Hieronymus will appreciate your high trust in him when it comes to questions of faith. Just get out of there. Roger has made us very clear. Colonel Anvilus will leave the pillars of justice and accept his fate. Yes. Lady Mor Secundus against the late Lord Modus. Lord Morris being deceased, he will be represented by his progeny. Only 8 cycles ago, a man broke into my house posing as my husband at the late Lord Morris. Contrary to what I know, he denies that he was killed by pirates. Instead, he purportedly survived thanks to God Emperor's providence. However, I hold here a death certificate issued by the Administratum which clearly states that my husband passed away. The representative will retreat to the chapel of patience, okay. Our father did survive. He really was captured by pirates who were going to demand ransom, but the Imperial Navy managed to board the ship and rescue him. After he went missing, our mother, Lady Morris, arranged for a death certificate before we received the good news. Employed to restore Lord Morris to his life and name. So we straight up don't know if someone died or not. Okay. What does Lord Morris have to say? Two voices in the stairs with static, but you're able to make out the words. I am Morris. When the pirates captured me, I thought I was doomed, but fate proved to be more gracious than that. I hurried home only to from my own house by my servants and learn that Lady Morris had already had me declared dead and married Lord Secundus. She'd also taken control of our everything. That's mighty quick of her to do.
Yep.
How could the woman have possibly known for sure her husband would make it out of her major desktop like that? Actually, on Ifrit, you're allowed to take several spouses precisely in case this happens. It would be a trifle for you to amend the laws of Lady Mor Secundus' homeworld, and to continue to fill your coffers. She's more than able to handle 2 husbands. The Emperor is my witness. I'm reluctant to revisit my early training experience as an administratum, but I'm going to have to. Does Lady Mor Secundus have a paper that certifies she is alive? If not, the defendant is to be deemed dead, with all that entails.
Me?
What? Oh no, they all have tomorrow high ground actually. They're all floating 5 feet above the ground. Oh no. If Lady Mor Secundus is right, then her children are the impostor's accomplices are guilty of defaming the authenticity of the administrative documents. Let the one know that her heirs must face the same fate as this criminal, for so stipulates the Emperor's law. Really, Solomon's words to Lady Secundus. Oh shit! Lady Mollis Secundus has confessed to bribing an administratum official and is pleading for her offspring to be spared. Fuck you! That doesn't make you. What the hell? This idea is excellent, Jesus Christ. No, Joy's idea is completely excellent. No one dies. More people are happy. The prefect opens and closes her mouth like a fish out of water. I'm struggling to comment on that. Will somebody share the incredible news of Lady Mollis Secundus? Wonderful, no one died. One dude died. Lady Theodora had coached sessions like this to strengthen her subjects' faith in the Lex Imperialis and their fear of breaching it. Most useful practice, wouldn't you agree? It was amusing at first, but not for long. If we're finally done, I will take my leave. Yeah, we're gonna fucking leave. Oof. Fix the court cogitator. Listing things such as the name of servants and details of executioners. Details of executions. The number of people entering the building is always greater than that of those leaving it. They let the doggy into the courtroom. As long as it behaves.
Always keep your eye on
And
the
it always
prize.
does.
Just there a loot here.
Yeah, I saw like a little bit of parchment and I found a box with goods in it.
Oh.
We demand that House Sarabak be penalized for not wisely covering the damage inflicted.
Good. Good.
Nah. Use the cogitator?
My pleasure.
That does not match up with the spending, but this has been gracefully covered up by way of a shrinkage column. Oh, great. Is there anything else around here? Yes, of course there is.
And done.
Steel Triad. There are 3 copies of this shield. The wielder gains bonuses based on the number of adjacent allies wielding the Steel Triad. Deflection and block, and the Combat Master talent. No. Okay, this... Oh shit. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, you would.
Let us know.
Sorry, I took the things. But yeah, you can basically find 3 shields of this and then... And then you can basically play a phalanx.
A minor setback.
I'm not sure if they are here, if it's anywhere around here. But even then, would we really be doing like 3 shielded dudes? Okay, you have Solomon, you have Abelard.
I won't stand for it.
There are 3 copies of this shield, okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Do you know the titles of the administrator? Why would we need to do that right now? Xenos, as I dares to give the rook an ultimate to fight the final battle in this. Yes. The certified document. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we didn't finalize the seal yet. But I did.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright. I need to go now.
All good. Gonna finish this up.
Yep. Good night.
Good night. Oh. I hope the secret document I entrusted to you last time has now successfully passed through the approval procedure. Here's your paper, complete with seals. Yes, oh yes, indeed, it is perfect. The seals are authentic, so we may continue with the certification procedure. Follow me, please. I cannot walk into this shit. No. 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 This is your due, and your ticket number is 394. When it is your turn to be seen, the ranking prefect will review your documentation again and sign the official certification for Jai Hidari to possess a Mercatum Turbulate Officiale. You have a bit of a wait, but it will be worth it in the end, yes? Is this some kind of joke? In accordance with Decree DA58 Clause 201, citizens of the capital world of the Von Valencia's Protectorate must submit their petitions at one of the assigned windows of the waiting hall. The decree makes no mention of the rope prayer being exempt from this rule. I do not view. Next appearance, your rights and privileges as a rogue trader come into effect only after your official accession ceremony. Until then, you're just another humble subject of the Von Valencia's Protectorate. Do you really want to get on my bad side? I suppose I could make an exception, but only because Theodore von Valencius never once overlooked the laws of the Imperium or my advice. Here. $394. 301. Are you... Fuck. No. Make your place in the queue. Oh shit. No, I don't want to. Oh no. Box. Box. What is in the box? There's nothing in the box. Let's just sit down. The queue hums with thousands of voices. Someone has rolled out bedding and is settling down to sleep. Someone is playing some bizarre musical instrument many are freeing. Several highborn petitioners are debating who is here on the most important business. You have to admit the magnificent administrative machinery of the Imperium isn't without its rough edges. But what a thrilling adventure this is turning out to be, Shireen. I've never seen anything like it before, and sometimes it's good to take a break from constant traveling, and to give all the hot-blooded newcomers a chance to cover themselves in glory without us in the way. People are constantly moving, coming and going, changing places, or simply disappearing from view. In your first attempt, you count 238 petitioners. In your second attempt, you count 244. On the third attempt, the next batch of unlucky souls is ushered into the hall and you lose count. Oh, you have whiled away 30 seconds of your wait. You wonder how long you have left to go. Minutes drag by intolerably slowly. Somewhere in the queue, a child is howling at the top of its lungs. The palace adepts are sedately moving documents from one pile to another, shuffling papers. Several petitioners have gathered in a huddle and are swapping rumors while someone has laid down for a nap on a nearby bench. Anyway, I hope that you found your time playing Power of Exile also quite enjoyable. I was also like, oh yeah, I could play Power of Exile and just rush through like 1 or 2 acts because of like my build, and I also enjoyed it quite a lot. Was able to like upgrade quite a ton, but I don't know what the league. I didn't play in the current league, so I didn't make a new character, and I think it's kind of late in the season to make a new character in Path of Exile. Because then it just resets to a standard character. Oh god, we actually cleaned up the entire area.
I got a pizza here.
I don't know what leaks do. Leaks in Path of Exile usually have some kind of new mechanic introduced to them. With the Mercenaries League, I think you can fight and hire mercenaries to fight alongside you, like a kind of like a minion. And at the end of a league, all the characters in that league get pushed into the standard league. Normally, if the gameplay mechanic is well received and is enjoyed by the development team, then they also push it into the core league. It's going core meaning that it's inside the base standard league game league basically. For example, something like the strong boxes or those crystallized enemies that you break out of their crystal prison to fight them, or I think there was one more thing. That Legion mechanic, like, I don't know if you already came across that thing, it's quite rare. That you have a statue, you interact with the statue, time freezes for enemy minions, or enemy minions appear and they appear frozen in time, and you whack them, and if you basically kill them, then at the end of the timer they become unfrozen, and you try and get as many minions as possible together, so that you fight them and then reap the spoils of that thing. Those were different kinds of mechanics in the leagues of Path of Exile, and some of them went core, like the mechanics that most of the mechanics, like the strong boxes and stuff like that you've seen. Those were things that went core and are in the base game basically. You feel the envious eyes of the other petitioners upon you, but no one dares to do anything more than stare. The petitioners, in the last 8 hours, the only thing that has changed in the waiting hall is the warden shift. The petitioners in the queue placidly await the blessed hour when their appeal will be heard by the high-ranking servants of the Imperium. The entire queue perks up at the sudden announcement. Number 285, proceed to the available window. Won't take me what torturous trial have we let ourselves in for? So much precious time lost that we've only moved 3 places ahead. At this rate, we'll all be old and grey before we get out of this queue, Shireen. Do not forget, you are the reason we are here. And that was the will of the Exalted One, Shireen. And the Exalted One has granted me insight as to how, with a simple wave of your hand and a few wise words, we can ease our arduous weight. Ugh. I'm surprised that there's no dating sim dialogue. Seems like a perfect opportunity. I think you need a tad few more talented writers for that. But I think the romances in this game are quite well received. At least from what I've read on some discussions. The simplest way is to make these lowly subjects bow down before the blinding radiance of our title, Shireen. The second option requires a little more patience. Before we found our first victim, compassionate citizen who's standing 50 places ahead of us in the queue. Simply offer the right words to unlock his heart, and he will gladly swap tickets with you. And also you have the power to solve the problems of some petitioners, removing their need to visit a coveted window. But all, is there anything an ordinary citizen could want that is beyond the power of the conqueror of the stars to grant? 120th when I can simply shoot everyone here. Solomon, do you think a wanted criminal could blend into this crowd? Unlikely. In the time we've been standing here, I've assessed every individual in the queue. Then again, one can never be too vigilant. As an arbitrator, I can perform an unscheduled check of identity documents. At least some good can come out of being stuck here. Subject to Imperium, have your papers ready. On behalf of the Blitz's Arbites, I'm initiating an inspection and search. A cybermaster is being used in the search. Do not move. The servants of the Administratum have better things to do than wipe your blood off the floor. Oh dear. We're gonna do this shit. No Lex Imperial violations detected. Solomon falls silent and turns to stone again, ready to wait until the end of time. But I did sit down out a few especially anti-petitioners. All I had to do was drop a vague hint that Master Proctor was here for them, and I was immediately showered with thanks for the timely warning. We've moved forward considerably in the queue, Shireen. But you aren't ready to stop there, are you? Be honest, Shireen, I've already tried to convince Heinrichs to use his interrogators for that, with sweet words and pretty songs that cajoled and wheedled. But he remains unmoved, like a rock whipped by the winds. Perhaps he will be more amenable to a request from you. Sister Argenta, for instance. You could engage the people in a prayer or tell a story about some saint or other in exchange for their queue tickets. Yeah, we need to move fast. Just use the tricks. I'd prefer to call it my wisdom learned through many years of experience. But I don't care about the precise wording just now. How do you wish to proceed, Shireen? Heinrichs, this is a perfect opportunity to make use of privileged status. After all, you do not wish to suspend your mission for several cycles, do you? It would be unpardonable to waste so much time here. In the name of the whole Inquisition, I order you to let this lord through. It is your sacred duty to the Imperium to comply. The Inquisition? Here? Never save us, I'd better come back at 20 moments. I'm getting me the fuck out of here. Here, is this what you were so desperate to obtain? Don't ask me to resort to such tricks again. Mr. Agent, I believe these people have been moved by despondency. A sermon from one of his daughters could restore them to their determination. You were thinking about it as well. Words of faith can heal any wound, even those that bleed not but doubt. I will help these people. My God, we're just gonna. We're just gonna cheat ourselves through the queue all the time here, right? As they say on the fleet, there's no star more coveted than which points to the exalted one. Jay casts a sidelong glance at the Sister of Battle as the latter holds out several numbered tickets to you. These were given to me in thanks by the poor souls who decided to abandon their vigil in this place of the law and return to their worldly matters. The hum of activity returns to the queue. Petitioners exchange glances, clutching their paperwork. After a few seconds, you realize that the number being called out by the service girl for the third time is the one on your ticket. Oh, Exalted One, thank you for granting the Rogue Trader his sacred warrant and all its privileges. If we had to wait a minute longer, heaven be my witness, I would have shot someone. Well, that went faster than I expected. We had a little bit of a wait, of course, but at times it was actually fun. One last year, one more certification, and you'll be looking at official trade representative Jai Hedari. What are you waiting for, Shireen? Let's go. We've got another couple of hours of the certification officer to get through. Oh dear. The certification officer leans over the document, his smoothly shaven head gleaming. His augmented ocular eyes whir as the lenses zoom in and out. With quiet scratching sounds, the cartridge quills that serve in place of the officer's fingers make notes on a fine sheet of paper. The document is hereby certified. Return to the Master of Seals in order to proceed. And may his light and wisdom guard you. Next. What is there? Oh my god, there's a pamphlet. Okay, that's a pamphlet. No. I'm not really Yashid.
Hey, yo, the pizza here.
We just cheated our way through the entire queue. Here, all to see in space by a certification officer. Wonderful, the Emperor blessed you with patience greater than that appointed to ordinary mortals. Side quest of the century, quite literally, because, oh, it's not gonna take that much time. It's just fucking taking you an entire day in the game. And then you read all of this. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your documents. For the final time. Yes. Yes. Confirmed. Everything is in order. And this one. The seal is smudged slightly. Void scorpions scratch around my eyes. Now what? I suppose we can overlook it, given that the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations, Jahidar. You are now the holder of a Mercatum Tabula Officiale. Do not forget to repeat the certification process every 100 turn years, upon the law of the appear proudly and honorably in the worlds of the Corona's expanse. And one more thing. The loss of the certificate is a grievous transgression, Mr. Seidai. Lose your original document and you will be unable to regain your status as an official trade representative. Not even with the Rogue Trader's endorsement. Yes, esteemed Damar, give me the certificate already. Come on, do it. Do it now. I'm here. Praise the exalted one who saw me through all these trials, Shireen. This is something to tell the grandchildren about. How a humble mortal became a trade representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother the Damar any longer, Shireen. Why don't we discuss our next steps on the ship? Thank you. We're fucking going. We're going. We're leaving. We've left. No! Yeah, we're just gonna go to the bridge. Ouch. There we go. Where's Shirley? There she is.
Shireen, light of my eyes, giver of boons and savior of the needy. From now on, 2 sons will grace the firmament of the Font Valancius Protectorate. One bright and powerful, like the rogue trader himself, and the other slightly more humble, like his unassuming partner, the diligent owner of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, and all-around delight, Jai Hidari.
I'm amazed that I was actually able to pronounce that Mercatum Tabula Officiale actually quite accurately.
As I promised before, my crew will be your eyes and ears across the entire expanse, Shireen. Just give them time. And of course, the assistant to official trade representative Jai Hidari is already rushing to Dargonis to deliver goods of rare and exquisite quality to you and your people, O master of many worlds. And once again, thank you, Shireen, from the bottom of my humble heart.
Enjoy freedom. I see you have found it much to your taste.
A taste that is sweeter than honey, and more titillating than the scent of steamy, young bodies, Shireen.
I'm sorry, I have no interest in relations of that kind. I'm like more the dude to be like band of brothers.
No? Huh. The Aji must have clouded my mind, Shireen. Or was it your piercing gaze? Either way, I only wanted to thank you for your assistance and give you something in addition to this humble gift.
Keep. Very nice. Denied! Wait. We have that. We have that. Because, of course, we can't really do that without.
Denied.
Absolutely. Absolutely just denied. Just fucking
Denied.
when the era ends, they remove burning, bleeding, and toxin negative effects from the obsessed and all adjacent allies. Will bear against one temporary wounds, a rage negative effect removed that way. Oh my god. Argenta seems to have gotten under your skin. Am I right?
Argenta? What could be more beautiful than the sight of a sister of battle, whose mere presence casts light in the dark corners of lost souls such as mine? But alas, what remains of my sanity is telling me that poor Jai can only admire the radiance of this angel, forsaking any hope of ever touching her wings.
Okay, calm yourself. Okay, calm yourself.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm just fucking. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. Anyway, party respec. We're respecing. Soldier, Medicaid. And after that, I don't know. It's 3 in the morning. I actually need to help a friend. Early. I need to attend to work. Something work related. So I'm gonna do the leveling. And tomorrow, hope that I'll be able to. I think I'm gonna be able to stream a little bit earlier. And then we might play a little bit more Prey. That would be kind of nice. Dash and then trench. I want my mobility. Yeah, I want my mobility. Infliction heroism. Swift slaughter. Medicaid. Medical awareness. Medicaid is good. Like Jesus Christ. I don't know about the appropriateness. Why can't everything just be like bands of brothers? Just brother. I'm a brother. Rack and Rune is gonna be very useful. Perception. Entrench. Awareness. Yeah, awareness is better. Now we have agility. Heavy weapon proficiency. I don't think I need rapid reload right now. Combat Medicaid would be kind of nice. Healing an ally with a medkit in combat restores additional wounds equal to Medicaid divided by 10. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. First grenade used in combat does not spend AP and does not count toward the attack limit that turn. +2 minimum damage. I think I want characteristic training perception or grenadier. Grenadiers in combat. Could do a ton with just 3 grenades. Just us throwing grenades everywhere is very good. More common talents. Solid projectile weapons is fun, but it's like a solid. It's a solid scaling talent, but it does not really have any like further usage than this. Field of Fire would be cool. Field of Fire sounds nice because we do a bunch of attacks, like a lot of them, a lot. Am I dumb? Master Tactician. Assign objective. Joint offensive. Ballistic skill. Ballistic skill. Dawn of Victory is fun. Not kind of fun. Just that you just get the fuck ton of momentum. For a lot of resolve, with a lot of resolve. And logistical superiority is basically also very, very cool. It's not that important though. Support the advance is nice. Lynchpin is good because we need to resolve. Dawn of Victory after that. Medicaid. Perception would be cool, but also agility. Do we need a lot more perception? I do want to hit stuff, but agility also is at the same time my lifeblood. Breaking point. Yeah. There we have it. There we have it. Exactly. That's the thing that we need. Cost effective would be nice. I want grenade, but I already have grenadier. I have grenadier and combat Medicaid as far as I know. Shit. Oh shit. Okay, but I do know that I have combat. I've got grenadier and combat Medicaid. I don't think I need grenades and medkits hostile have one less entry action point. Nerves of Steel would be cool. Or logistical superiority. Nerves of Steel. Nerves of Steel is kind of nice. It basically affects everyone. And cost effective just affects me. Heroic inspiration affects me. Logistical superiority affects me. It affects the master tactician and as well the entire group. So I gain more tactical advantage. That's actually quite good. We already have a bunch of momentum gain. Can maybe go for that later. Do we go for more awareness? Yeah, I think we do need to go for more awareness right here. I know Medicaid is kind of nice. Especially with like 81. If we have 81. But awareness here, kind of good. What is Medicaid actually? Characteristic bonus intelligence, you see. More perception to reduce dodge. More. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's okay. Orchestrated Firestorm and Last Volley can be used multiple times per turn, per combat, and once per turn. Yes. Yeah, we have Grenadier. This Grenadier used in combat does not spend AP and does not count towards the attack limit that turn. Nerves of Steel, cost effective, heroic inspiration. Don't want that. Don't want that. Do we have anything else that we would want to have? Whenever an ally grants the Master Tactician stacks of tactical advantage, that ally also heals one wound for every stack gained. So it's quite a bit of healing. It's quite a bit of healing for everyone. The hero's footsteps. Whenever the Master Tactician's ally uses a heroic act, the Master Tactician gains 5 fellowship. Whenever the ally uses a desperate measure, the Master Tactician gains 5 toughness. Whenever the Master Tactician heals an ally, that ally gains 1 resolve until the end of combat. Whenever the Master Tactician reloads a weapon or allies within a free cell radius around the Master Tactician also reload their weapons. Undisputed advantage doesn't work. The target of Inspire gains 5% additional damage for every 10 stacks of tactical advantage until the beginning of the Master Tactician's next turn. No. No, 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 no. How many common talents do we have left? We have 2 common talents left. So we could later on go for Eldari weapon proficiency. It's either heroic inspiration or it's nerves of steel. I would like to do heroic inspiration because then I can do finish the job for free later on. Hundred awareness, 100 awareness. Yes. 60 agility? Yeah, 60 agility is nice. Because then I think run and gun will have like 6 movement points, I hope. 2 plus agility bonus divided by 2. Okay, that makes sense. Like 60 agility means 65 agility. Whenever the wearer is affected by an ally's ability, they gain 3% dodge until end of combat. And try that. I want my heavy gun. I love my heavy gun. It deals the same amount. Okay, it deals the same amount of damage, but it has more rate of fire. More recoil though. Yes. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be very great. Yeah, the Silence of Shahid is like the strongest damaging weapon. You're gonna do very well with that. You're gonna do very, very well with that. You need Eldari weapon proficiency for it though. It's gonna be a bit of a problem. Otherwise, hunting rifle probably. But something that I want even more is I must find it first. I must find it first. No. No. There, this one. I want this. I don't want this. I want this. I want the melter gun. I want the light melter gun. Fuck, don't have damage. Ah! There's the perfect choir has caught glimpses of horrifying visions coming from Weber 6. Fabos, something has breached the colony from underground. Soon after, a new sector of deep tunnels had been put into operation. It was overrun by monsters. They lurk in the darkness, form in the shadows, attack quietly and leave nothing in their wake, consuming flesh, plasteel and rockcrete. The chirring of 1,000 claws heralds their approach, and desperate cries can be heard in the silence of the tunnels. Praise be to the Golden Throne, these creatures do not seem to be interested in getting to the surface. However, they've seized several active mines and are doing Emperor only knows what to them. What are those creatures, mate? You who have faced them have survived to tell the tale, so the information is scarce and hardly reliable. The account the accounts, if you will, are a jumble of facts mixed with wild speculation. The frightened workers call these monsters a swarm because they crawl along the tunnel like a wave. They say that the enemies are vast in number and resemble insects. One of the fortunate survivors, mad from the horror, emerged from the mines holding a wrench engraved with strange markings. The pattern was exactly the same as the one the mad convicts had been etching into the walls. The overseers have already admitted to somewhat bending the restrictions on digging in the vicinity of the unknown tunnels we recently discovered. New mining drifts have been placed dangerously close. The convicts and overseers have them fight the invaders, oh god. This item negates all energy damage dealt to the wearer, but it cannot occur more than 3 times per combat. What was energy damage again? Fire, shock, toxic, thermal. Okay. Blow up the tunnels to prevent any more casualties. All allies gain 10 demolition and deal 10% more fire damage. Not think my advisors. Establishing the nature of the threat is the top priority. Collateral losses are insignificant. Requesting authorization to coordinate an offensive operation to be carried out by penal battalions in order to determine the nature of the attack. Great. The blocker of this threat and to protect the people. To those we must blow up the tunnels, but to make sure that plan works, it has to be done in areas currently occupied by this unknown enemy. I'm sure that a dozen brave souls can be found in the colony, once willing to accept the grace of martyrdom and carry the explosive into the darkness below. Great. We drive those monstrosities back underground and use heavy drilling machines to simulate an offensive from multiple directions. Then we block the majority of the passages, leaving only the best defended ones open. Let's see how those miscreants enjoy being trapped. Let us drive the enemy back into the darkness, as Solomon has proposed. We lack the force to exterminate the invaders, but we have quite enough to drive them back and win ourselves some time for the battles to come. The new extraction sector shook as steering machinery tore into the rock. From the depths of the mining drifts came the sound of screeching and scraping. A hideous swarm of metal-reinforced insects charged into the defenders of Weebus 6, but the tactic worked. The enemy was vanquished, and what remained of the swarm disappeared into the planet's bowels. But could only hope that pray that enough time had been won to prepare for the next invasion. Okay, we basically say I got nothing of it, but it's fine. I don't mind that. Even if like the passive ability would have been nice. I'm going to extract him. Don't want that. Half armor. Half armor. Just straight up half the armor. It's gonna be pretty nice. Meta ring? Okay, decent enough. But what about acid grenade? Acid grenade is fun. An approaching warship similar to ours in size but of greater tonnage. The unidentified vessel did not respond to our hails, kept its course, approaching us at high speed. Yeah, we're gonna fire. The shell hit its target. The unidentified ship held its course for a moment longer and then it vanished, leaving only flashes of light in its wake. A single projectile is not enough to destroy a ship of that size. What's more, our ship collided with no debris. Oh right, we didn't really go into that system. Actually, how do we... How do we collect them? Rook Rider. How to collect replenishing items. You have to open the column management and the message pops up. Okay, I see. So you just basically wait. Flowerstone and Elementine. Elementine. We need it. And cargo. Can't really go on a gas giant. One blasting, yeah, okay. The tiny colony is buried in an enormous yawning pit, the edges of its civilian structures barely visible even from the shuttle. The settlement was destroyed when the ground swelled up under it. The forlorn bones of dead colonists are strewn amid the rubble. At the edge of the crater, the scouts discover a tunnel entrance. Apparently there was an explosion in the cavities beneath the town, whose unsuspecting people fell instantly into the chasm that opened as a result. Yet escaping more as a shuttle, overturned and blackened by the blast, forever motionless. Lying next to the shuttle are empty bomb containers and corpses clad in characteristic armor. The void craft belonged to the Adeptus Arbites. Surviving records suggest it was the Arbiters who planted the explosives and collapsed the tunnels on top of their dwellers. Searching through the papers, you find demolition plans. The Arbiters knew that draining the towns would bury the colony, but prioritized eliminating the criminals over preserving the lives of ordinary settlers. The documents also include a map of the Corona's experiments containing encrypted data. It appears the Arbiters were aware of another smuggler's cache, but in a different system. Nice. This living snare. The Cybermastiff gains more weapon skill and deals more damage. The Cybermastiff's attacks of opportunity or against the apprehended target always cancel the target's movement. Critical hit chance against the apprehended target is increased by 0 3 times the overseer's dogmatic rank. Okay. Actually, need to put this onto this dude. There we go. Anything else? don't think so. I want my pistols back though. There we go. More tech use? More tech use is nice. Oh, no plasma weapon proficiency. Okay, never mind. Damn it. I just want to level them up quickly. Perception. More Losinos? Yes. More willpower would be fun. That's true. Just a tiny bit more Losinos. Recoil glass would be nice. But my Pioneer's braces. God damn it. I like my Pioneer's braces. They make the game unfun for the enemy. I'm safe. A dangerous jump. Yeah, okay, we got ambushed. We got ambushed. Mom.
Never doubt me.
This is intriguing.
The Emperor favors me today.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Brace yourself.
Holy shit, okay. 7. Let's just go like this probably. There we go, that's a good position. Can I just move up there? Yes, I can. Good. It might not have been the best choice,
Am I getting paid for this?
because everyone is basically just exploding when they die.
Don't get too cocky.
There we go. And this.
Tell me, and it is done.
I can't stand it!
Don't touch me! Look out!
Yeah, this will be a doozy.
On it.
Okay, what we're gonna do is press the advantage, and then we can charge up here and just straight up unload them.
I'll see to it personally. This is good offense. Who if not me? Good on you. Never stood a chance.
Yes. Yes, that was pretty good.
I'll do what it takes.
Emperor, protect me.
And it was like, okay, what the hell?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Maybe like this?
Guided by faith. This is why magic is.
Yes.
I'll do it.
Can I do this? Yes, I can.
Moving into position.
Shotgun.
Clarify your order. It won't take long.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Someone else can do this. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Do we just leave? Yeah, we're just gonna leave. Okay, maybe we're just gonna cleave.
But of course, Lord Captain.
There we go. At least something. Let's go over there.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
And there we go.
Naturally.
Ow. Gonna go that way. Oh.
Throne take you. More trouble than it's worth.
Can go over there? No. It's on different elevations. Okay, amazing. Can't really do a lot about that. You're just here, you're
I won't
just here.
object to it.
And then pain
Let's see to
resonance.
it.
Ow.
Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus.
We almost got through them in one turn. That's kind of nice.
One less.
I refuse. I won't compromise my principles.
That way. Then run and gun? Do we just straight up do run and gun? We can do run and gun. Run and gun is good.
I'll make it happen.
Still
I'll see
want
to
to
it personally.
scroll out on that
Taking
combat.
calculated
Let's
risk
take
is
let's
in
take a
my
look how it
second
works.
nature. Enemy down.
It's kinda good. It's kinda good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Quick, quick!
Wow.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
Our
Damn it.
ranks diminish.
Muddo.
Accepted.
Okay, yeah, that was kind of nice. That was good night. That was a nice test. Heinrichs from Gerrix is just having every single German onto man. Okay. That was a good test. I'm gonna load the save after. We're gonna delete this and we're gonna load this save so that we're able to just complete our circuit and then get back to the main quest. That's gonna be it for today now. With my stuff. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll just make a little bit of outro noise. I mean, music. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. We can just. Oh yes, we didn't play that for a long time. Good night. I don't know if there's anyone on Twitch right now to raid. I would not know. Not really. Not right now for me, at least. Need to go anyway. Good night. Good night to you as well. I wish you good sleep, good rest. If you're playing Apex, and lots of big W's. And if you're playing Power of Exile, I wish you a lot of fun and understanding the game's mechanics. I know that there's a party system for it. I am inclined to try it out, but it's like I'm playing a very fast character who just goes through maps. It feels like more of an afterthought. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna lose myself